A young woman walks into an elevator, presses every button, and begins to act strange. She hides in the corner, peers cautiously into the hallway, and gestures as though talking to someone we can't see. Days later, she's found dead in one of the most chilling circumstances imaginable. What happened to Elisa Lam? This is one of the most perplexing true crime mysteries of the last decade. A Canadian student on a solo trip vanishes in the shadowy halls of the infamous Cecil Hotel, only to be discovered in a place no one expected. Was it an accident, foul play, or something more sinister? The Elisa Lam mystery. What really happened? Elisa Lam was just 21 years old when her story captured global attention. A bright and creative student from Vancouver, Elisa loved books, photography, and sharing her thoughts online. She often wrote candidly about her struggles with mental health, battling bipolar disorder, and depression. But in January 2013, Elisa decided to embark on a solo adventure through California, a trip she called her West Coast Tour. She visited San Diego and made her way to Los Angeles, where she checked into the Cecil Hotel. The Cecil Hotel, however, wasn't just any hotel. Located in downtown LA's Skid Row, it was infamous for its dark history, a place tied to deaths, disappearances, and even serial killers like Richard Ramirez. Its sinister reputation made it the perfect setting for a mystery. Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel on January 28, 2013, and her daily routine seemed normal. She explored the city, visited bookstores, and stayed connected with her family back in Canada. But on January 31st, she stopped replying to their calls and messages. Her parents, alarmed by the sudden silence, contacted the LAPD, who launched a missing person investigation. The hotel staff reported that Elisa had been acting strangely in the days leading up to her disappearance, but no one could predict the bizarre twist this case would take. Then came this, the last known footage of Elisa Lam. The elevator video, released by the LAPD, shows her behaving erratically, stepping in and out, pressing multiple buttons, peeking into the hallway, and making strange gestures. What was she doing? Was she scared? Or was something, or someone, after her? For 2 weeks, there were no answers, just growing speculation. Then, on February 19th, a maintenance worker made a discovery that would send shivers down the world's spine. It was a mystery that seemed to have no end. Until guests at the Cecil Hotel started complaining about something strange. The water in their rooms tasted foul, had an odd color, and the pressure was unusually low. A maintenance worker was sent to check the rooftop water tanks, and what he found was horrifying. Inside one of the massive water tanks, floating lifeless, was the body of Elisa Lam. The question was no longer, where is Elisa? But rather, how did she get there? The discovery only deepened the mystery. The tanks were on the roof, requiring a ladder to access. They were heavy and sealed with lids, making it nearly impossible for someone to open them alone. And yet, there she was. Elisa was found naked, with her clothes and belongings floating beside her. Was this a tragic accident, or had someone put her there? The questions were as murky as the water itself. When the autopsy report finally came out, it ruled her death an accidental drowning. There were no signs of physical trauma, no evidence of foul play, and only trace amounts of medication in her system. But for many, this explanation raised more questions than answers. Let's break down the leading theories. First, the most straightforward explanation: Elisa's mental health struggles. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and it's possible that she was experiencing a manic or psychotic episode, leading her to climb into the tank herself. But here's the issue: how did she get onto the roof at all? The doors were locked, and only employees had the keys. An alarm would have gone off if she'd forced her way up. And even if she made it, opening the water tank would have taken incredible effort. That brings us to the second theory: foul play. Could someone have helped, or forced, her into the tank? While there's no direct evidence, this theory suggests someone could have known how to bypass the hotel's security measures. And then there's the paranormal angle. The Cecil Hotel's dark history has fueled speculation that Elisa may have encountered something supernatural. Was she being haunted? Or was she influenced by the sinister energy of the hotel itself? Finally, there's the internet's favorite pastime: conspiracy theories. From government experiments to secret cults, Elisa's case has been a breeding ground for wild speculation. But is the truth really that far-fetched? Ultimately, the official conclusion was this: Elisa Lam drowned accidentally. Her bipolar disorder was listed as a contributing factor. Investigators believed she climbed into the tank on her own during a manic episode and was unable to get out. But even with this explanation, so many questions remain unanswered. Why was she acting so strangely in the elevator? How did she bypass the hotel's security systems? And why was no one able to stop her? Elisa's story isn't just about unanswered questions. It's also a reminder of the importance of mental health and how easily tragedy can strike when someone is struggling alone. The mystery of Elisa Lam may never be fully solved, but her story continues to captivate and haunt us, a tragic tale that feels more like fiction than reality. What do you think really happened to Elisa Lam? Was it simply a tragic accident, or is there more to the story? Share your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries like this one. Even with an official ruling, this case leaves behind a trail of eerie details that refuse to be explained. For instance, Elisa's strange behavior in the elevator. What was she doing? Some have suggested she was playing the elevator game, an urban legend that supposedly opens a door to another dimension. And then there's the rooftop itself. Hotel staff insisted the doors were alarmed and locked. Yet, Elisa not only reached the roof but managed to enter a sealed water tank. Could someone have helped her, or is there something we're missing? And what about Elisa's Tumblr posts? Even after her death, her blog continued to update through a queue she'd scheduled in advance. For some, it was just a mundane detail. But for others, it was a haunting reminder of how deeply connected she was to her online world. The unanswered questions are what make this case so haunting. But they're also a reminder of how easily reality can blur into speculation, especially in the digital age. Beyond the mystery, Elisa's case highlights issues that deserve attention. Mental health struggles, especially those involving bipolar disorder, can be invisible yet devastating. Elisa's story reminds us of the importance of understanding and supporting those who are struggling. And then there's the dark side of online speculation. In the rush to solve the mystery, some people forgot that Elisa was more than just a case. She was a real person with dreams, struggles, and loved ones. Sensationalizing her story has only added to the pain of her family. Elisa's tragic death continues to resonate, not just as a mystery, but as a call to treat true crime stories with care and compassion. The story of Elisa Lam is one that feels like it should have a clear ending, a satisfying explanation that ties everything together. But real life doesn't always work that way. Sometimes, the most haunting mysteries are the ones we can't fully solve. Elisa Lam's story is a tragic reminder of how fragile life can be and how quickly the mundane can turn into the unexplainable. What about you? Do you think this was just a tragic accident, or is there more to the story? Let us know your theories in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed exploring this mystery with us, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the world's most chilling mysteries. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.